Hello again everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I've actually got a pretty unique pen case to review for you guys. So as my pen case has slowly grown over the last couple weeks and couple months, I've needed some more storage options. And I've had some glass cups that I've been using, but since I like reviewing pen cases as well, I figured I'd buy another one. So I was scrolling around on Reddit one day on their mechanical pencil sub, and someone had a GIF of a really cool pen case that telescoped and pushed the pens out, and I just thought it was pretty unique. And so luckily there were some knowledgeable people on there that were able to point me in the right direction for finding this case. So this is the Lihit Lab Smart Fit Actact stand pen case. Pretty long name. I think it's kind of ridiculous that it's named that long, but that's a side point. Um, so since it was so unique, I was like, I kind of want to order that. And lately I've been storing my mechanical pencils in here. So let's get into what makes this pen case unique. So my first impression when I ordered it was a bit smaller than I thought. I think the video was really zoomed up, maybe like that close. So it looked a lot bigger than it actually is. Um, it was a bit smaller, and then as you can see, it's pretty squishy. Just the way it functions, I thought it would be a lot like sturdier, I guess. And maybe the bottom part, since it telescopes, would be a lot thinner. But that's not the case. I mean, I guess with a silicone body, if I had a sturdy cup in there, it would probably tear a lot more easily. And so maybe it'll make it more durable over time. It's on Amazon for about $10 right now. It's on Jet Pens for I think $11.25, so not that big of a difference. Um, but we'll get into some of the reasons that I wasn't a huge fan of this pen case as far as my everyday carry goes. So like I said, it's a silicone construction. It's a telescoping body, and I'll show you how it works here in a little bit. The softness, though, is one thing that I wasn't a huge fan of right off the bat. So I've got my Osprey Tropos over here, which you can't really see too well. But I carry it in the front pocket, just kind of like right in there. And it's a little bulkier than I would like, and also given it's right on the front, I just feel like I could damage my pens a lot more easily, especially if I was just picturing having like the Zebra F701 or a Rotring one with the metal grips on it and it getting smashed, and then having one of my wooden pens in there, and then the knurled grip would just tear up the wood, and I don't really want that to happen. So I kind of stopped. I was using it for about 2 weeks, and I just had to stop using it and go over to my Nomadic PE09. It's a little bit bulkier, but it fits well in my bag for where I'm carrying it, and it holds a ton of pens. I'll review that at a later day, but for now, let's get back to this guy. So as you can see, it's a zippered enclosure. It unzips pretty easily, and it's fairly sturdy. One of my favorite things about this case is its function. So you just grab the sides and push it down, and then the bottom goes in and stays in there. So some people might think that you push the pens down to pop the bottom back out. Terrible idea, especially if you've got like your Graph Gear 500 in there, or my Stettler 925/35 with the really sharp tips on it. It's gonna go right through the bottom. Even where'd it go? I guess I don't have I do, Pentel 800. It's gonna go right through the bottom. So what you actually do is you grab the bottom like that, and then you just pop it right out. So when you're actually functioning it, you want to make sure, same thing, that the top is open. Otherwise, you're going to get some holes in the bottom. You might put a hole in the top. Like I said, it's a full silicone construction body. So while it's durable and flexible, you can poke a hole in it fairly easily. So the case measures about 5.8 centimeters or 2.3 inches wide. So from here to here, it stands about 17.2 centimeters or 6.8 inches tall when it's in its case function, and when I put it in the cup part, it stands about 4 3/4 inches tall, or about 12 centimeters. So the colors available are navy, black, red, yellow, green. This one is the navy option. I tend to like blue and black. Since I was buying a lot of black stuff, I decided, hey, I'm gonna go with the navy this time. And another cool thing too, if you like some animals, or maybe you're younger, or you want to get something for a kid and they need a pen case or something, you don't want to get them one of those plastic ones that you see all grade schoolers have with their crayons and colored pens. They have a Punilabo line, which has the top would be some animals I've seen. I think they have a panda. I don't have the website pulled up, but they've got quite a few different animals with the same function, and it's kind of cool. Like, it's unique, it's fun. I think it would be great for your kids. So overall, while I do really like this case, I think it's very unique. I think it'll stand up to the test of time. It's just one of those things that I had to take out of my everyday carry just because it's a little bit bulkier than I would like. Um, I do prefer the slim pen case that I reviewed earlier, for keeping some of my pens in at least the front pocket of this. Like I said, my Nomadic PE09 fits very well if I put it to the bottom of my backpack. Um, and so it just, like, it fits in there just really well, whereas this just doesn't. And I don't want this getting smashed and scratching up my pens. So right now it's just been sitting in my bookcase, storing my mechanical pencils. So while I think it's unique, great, I think it makes an impression. Like, if you were to pull this out in a class or an office or a meeting, I think it would make you stand out a little bit. And then, you've got all your pens readily available. You can usually tell them by the top, like my Kurutoga or I always mix these two up, my Pentel Lorenz and my 800. But like I said, it's unique, but some of those things I just didn't prefer. I don't want it to get smashed is the end of the day. So let me know what you guys think below, if you've used this before, what you think of this pen case. Super unique, just not super practical for my purposes. If you use it differently than I do, let me know, because I'd like to know how some of you guys carry it. As always, if you like what I'm doing so far, please subscribe to this channel and hit the like button, and also hit the little bell button if you want to get notified when I post a new video. So thanks again, guys. I hope you all have a great night.